Dell. Meanwhile, we will go to live action now.
55 pounds, pure perfection, Will Wagner.
Well, here comes pure perfection, Will Wagner, being accompanied by his tag team partner there, Buster Upper.
And here he comes, pure perfection. And he gets part of his name from the fact that he is the nephew of Mr. Perfect, the former Intercontinental Champion from the WWF. And certainly pure perfection, one of the things he has mastered is pure arrogance, and you see it as he walks into the ring.
Just like his uncle, just like his uncle. His uncle was all about arrogance, but the difference between him and his uncle is his uncle could back it up.
5'10".
Will Wagner's, he's got a lot to prove before he can ever step into the same shoes, even the same ring as his uncle.
You're 100% right. He's got some words to say. Certainly still developing as a wrestler, but he's got the personality developed at this point. 5'10", 155 pounds out of Minneapolis. And you see him taunting some of this crowd as he gets into the ring.
Of course he's going to taunt the crowd, that's his style.
Working to Van Halen's Right Now, and certainly you talk about right now for Will Wagner, he's going to have Johnny Over to deal with in moments.
And his opponent hails from Halifax, Nova Scotia.
You want to talk about a pure wrestler, Johnny Over. I mean, there's nothing better than Johnny. Hey, anytime, pal. Anytime you want me back in that ring, I'll step back in there.
Calm down there, Puppet Master. Puppet Master gonna have a seizure at this point as we're moments away. There he comes, Johnny Over.
Look at this.
And you talk about who he was under the tutelage of, none other, and you hear it in the background, Money, 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 the $1 million man. He was a $1 million champion right here in PWR.
He's also known as the $1 million protege.
Indeed he was. He was also a PWR champion, and he makes his return this weekend to PWR. It was Greg the Hammer Valentine that actually ended his career in that championship match.
I was there that night. That was an unfortunate and sad night in the career of Johnny Over.
No doubt it was Valentine that not only took his title, but he took his career. But he is back in PWR wrestling, and let's see whether or not it'll be pure perfection Will Wagner that will be able to take a 3 count from Johnny Over.
Oh, just a little side note there on Johnny Over's career. It was also ended by the help of his former agent to the Stars, Bobby Rydell.
Yes, the two of them having a long history together.
Good and bad.
And it was Rydell that challenged him to put his career up on the line. Maybe not the best decision for Over.
Well, I don't think Johnny was thinking clearly that night that, Rydell would be at ringside and be able to cheat his way to Johnny's career being over.
But this should be an outstanding matchup between two extremely technical sound wrestlers. And you talk about Will Wagner, his ability as a technician in the ring, certainly not questioned, but sometimes his arrogance is.
Yeah, ain't that the truth? His arrogance really supersedes his perfection sometimes. And that's what his downfall is going to be, I think, even tonight.
Showing Candy Kane, the photographer here for PWR, is a beautiful bicep. Although I got to be honest, I got biceps about the same as Will Wagner. No 24-inch pythons there. As you look at the two hook up. Wagner looking to get the better of it.
Look at this Wagner cowering in the corner to his teammate Buster Upper. Let's just hope Buster doesn't have any influence in this match.
The question was whether or not he was going to give Over a clean break. I wasn't sure of it, and then he cowered into the corner. Taunting this crowd.
And Wagner definitely doesn't like it.
And Ova, certainly a lot of confidence rushing through his body as well. We mentioned the fact that he is a former champion here in PWR.
Look at this, Wagner trying to be slick with Ova. I don't think it's going to work, though.
Oh! Wagner faked him into thinking he was going to give a handshake and ended up slapping him in the face, and that a brilliant strategy. Wagner able to get him shoulder block. Leapfrog and the beautiful hip
what a
toss
perfectly
there.
executed hip toss. Right into a headlock. Johnny quick on the recovery of that hip toss.
Perfection that time for Ova and not Wagner. Leapfrog this time by pure perfection, and Wagner's got what a slap!
As Ova countered that hip toss and slapped Wagner right in the face.
I'm gonna bet that slapped some of the arrogance right out of this kid's mouth.
Ova plants him with a spinning slam.
Ova now thinking about going to the top rope.
He's going for his 450 finisher already.
Very early, and let's see whether or not it's gonna cost Johnny Ova. Ova, top of the rope, gonna fly like a bird. Flip, and he hit that move. This might be all over. 1, 2, and look at Buster Upper. He pulled Ova out of the ring.
Oh, what a beautifully executed
sweet chin music there for Buster Upper, the DJ, and he is out. And they're going to eject Buster Upper right now.
Good. Oh, John, turn around. Oh, look at this. Wagner's got a chair. Oh, right into the back of Ova.
Momentum swinging right here. Ref didn't see it. He's going to run. Wait to get over for the cover. 1, 2, 3. Oh, just got out.
Two only.
He came down with his three-hand right there, and Ova just able to kick out.
As Buster got ejected from ringside for his interference in the match.
And if I'm Will Wagner, I am extremely disappointed in the referee for taking so long to get over to start that 3 count. He had him right there despite the use of the chair.
Yeah, but you know what? I mean, you can't win a match by cheating. And you know what? He didn't deserve that, so I'm glad the referee wasn't there quick enough to get that 3 count on.
Let me tell you, he executed that cheat to pure perfection.
He did. That's why he is pure perfection. That's why he had Bust Up and come to ringside so he could put his hand somehow on Ova.
Ova now dazed, and another beautiful move by Will Wagner to stun Johnny Ova. Count. Oh, look at this nonchalant count. And Ova was able to kick out at the last second. But again, arrogance, pure arrogance being shown by Will Wagner there. And that cost him the match.
It'll never work when you do a nonchalant cover like that. Just sloppy. Pure sloppy wrestling there by Will Wagner. I'm shocked.
Russian leg sweep. Nice move there. And yes, that was pure perfection, Will Wagner. But let's see you get the 1, 2, 3 on Johnny Ova.
Up, just like his uncle, strutting his stuff. He's calling his finish.
He says it's over. Now you'll see what he calls the perfect 10, and Mr. Perfect used to call the perfect plex. He's setting them up for it. Here's the perfect 10. 1, 2, over, and he was able to just kick out. He kicked out of the perfect 10.
I don't know if he had the fingers completely locked there on that fisherman-style suplex.
And again, Will Wagner had an opportunity to start Johnny Ova, and you have to give this youngster a lot of credit. And that is why he is a former PWR heavyweight champion.
Oh, it's Wagner cheating again, and the referee does not see his hand on the rope.
Referee thought. And now Wagner again getting some additional leverage from that rope. I'm not sure the referee didn't catch him that time, but Ova did. Oh, back neck breaker. And Wagner gonna slide out of the ring. Ova stalking his prey now. Out. Wagner again looked away, and there's a power slam right on the outside. Will Wagner was so interested in talking to the fans right there. Ova was able to catch him. You see that neck breaker first.
Yeah, exactly. That neck breaker is what caused Wagner to be outside. Now he gets slammed. Oh, look at this.
He's going to pick up the mat. That's very, very dangerous. Exposed. And he's able to sit down and slam him once again. And Johnny Ova now throws off his elbow brace. And he's going to slide back in and out. Smart move by Ova.
He breaks the count that way.
He's going to get him back in, and Wagner is out on his feet right now. Can Johnny Ova finishing him off? And now Ova pandering to the crowd, giving Will Wagner some time to recover.
I don't know how much time he's giving him to recover. I think he's just setting him up for the 450.
The 450, he hit it earlier, but it was Buster Upper that broke the count. Let's see if he can nail this. Here comes Buster Upper again.
Buster drops him.
Buster Upper, who was ejected, again hits Johnny Ova. And Wagner with some time to recover, and I cannot believe the referee is not disqualified. Will Wagner, they're going to let this match continue, and here comes Wagner up. Is he going to set him up for a superplex here? If he hits this match is going to be over.
Ova's got him set up for the...
What is Ova going to do?
He's got him the...
Ova!
The Michigan driver!
This one's going to be over.
That's
1,
it. It's done.
2,
It's done. It's over.
3. Johnny Ova with an extremely impressive return to PWR.
Well, I'll tell you, that was the Michigan driver. And I'll tell you right now, when he hits that 99% of the time, almost every time, that's a finish. And that nobody gets up from that. Watch this replay. Watch how he reverses Will Wagner into the finisher. This is his patented finisher, and he nailed it perfectly.
He finishes off Will Wagner. Perfect execution there by Johnny Ova. And that is why that man was a champion here in PWR. Will Wagner had his opportunities tonight, but arrogance certainly cost this gentleman. And you can see the $1 million protege going to chalk up a victory here in PWR.
Sports Webcasting Network is a full-service broadcasting outlet for high school, collegiate, amateur, and professional sports. Our focus is to continue our emergence as the premier media outlet for sporting events and entertainment in the Northeast, and as an entity which recognizes student athletes and their achievements on the field. Offering the latest cutting-edge broadcast solution with audio and video webcasts streamed live and or on tape over the internet, Sports Webcasting Network can reach a potentially limitless audience and connect you with your fan base, assist in your recruiting effort, and maximize your program's overall exposure. For more information on how to get your team the ultimate exposure, call us today at 631-991-8367. or visit our website at sportswebnet.com. The Stream, Sports Webcasting Network, www.sportswebnet.com.
Welcome back, Rob Goldenberg along with the Puppet Master, and we are moments away from a special triple threat match between Supernatural Prince Samir Ahmed, the second, Mike Magnum, and the heavyweight champion, that weasel himself, Bobby Rydell.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time.
Just remember, in a triple threat match, a title could change hands under any pinfall. The champion does not necessarily have to be pinned.
And Bobby Rydell, if he was going to have any advantage in a single competition, he certainly has the odds and the deck stacked against him. Let's go up to our ring announcer, Joe Evac.
Challenger number 1. From the Valley of the Kings, weighing in at 207 pounds.
Let's see how the Supernatural Samir does. You know, the last time out, he actually helped Bobby Rydell retain his championship. This time around, I think he's going to want the championship for himself. So, you know what? Maybe Mike Magnum doesn't win the championship, but I don't think Bobby's keeping it tonight, regardless.
And we're moments away. from Supernatural Samir Ahmed 2 from making his entrance, 6 feet, 210 pounds. He is a former PWR champion, and he would like to get that strap around his waist once again tonight, but his manager actually had it right now, Bobby Rydell.
He holds the longest reign, too, for a PWR champion. Over 8 months, he held the championship, successfully defending it each and every time.
Indeed, Prince Samir Ahmed II, Supernatural, going to look for more gold to add to his chamber of treasures. The Egyptian, not extremely well liked here.
I mean, I can't see why he would be liked here on Long Island. It's pure arrogance. Doesn't speak a word of English.
Looking to the gods at this point. He's perched up. And he asked for the music to be cut.
Challenger number 2 hails from Cameron, North Carolina, weighing in at 195 pounds, Mike Magnum.
Here comes the well-liked Mike Magnum.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
6'1", 195 pounds. He hails from Cameron, North Carolina. He's a former international champion here in PWR. Army Strong is Mike Magnum, and Magnum, he had a winning streak that went about 7 months long.
Yeah.
Hasn't had many opportunities, but he's finally in the prime location to get that strap tonight.
I'll tell you right now, if there's anybody that can win the championship tonight, it's going to be Mike Magnum. He's pumped, he's ready to go, he's got the crowd behind him, and you know what, that does help. I mean, I know it doesn't help inside the ring, but as far as momentum and getting you back into the match, it helps.
A salute to our cameras just moments ago.
He looks ready to go.
And the final participant is the current PWR World Heavyweight Champion, the leader of the agenda, the agent to the stars, Bobby Rydell.
And here he comes, Bobby Rydell with the strap on. What kind of wrestling outfit is that? This weasel comes to the ring with glasses on.
He's only wrestled maybe a handful of times, so, I mean, that's why he doesn't have a proper wrestling outfit.
He does not look like he's in wrestling shape. And I'll tell you, this agent to the stars.
Hey, he's in shape. Round is a shape.
Indeed. And he also, look at that hair. Brutus the Barber Beefcake took some of it off. And Bobby Rydell is handing me his glasses. He's lucky I don't snap them in half. This guy is a weasel.
Look at this guy. But like I said, you know, Samir's going to want that championship belt just as much as Bobby does. So this could actually turn against Bobby's favor here if Samir goes to the pin. Bobby might want to keep that championship.
Well, it's going to be very, very interesting. You have certainly an alliance shaping up. So this could actually work as a 2-on-1 handicap here against Mike Magnum. And you see Rydell. So far, the best news of the day is they haven't let him touch the microphone.
Well, that's a good thing. Let's keep it that way. That's what it's all about right there, ladies and gentlemen.
And we are ready to roll a 3-way, a triple threat match. Magnum, Samir Ahmed, and I can't believe I'm saying this, the heavyweight champion of the world, Bobby Rydell.
I never thought I'd be hearing those words out of anybody's mouth except mine.
This is the main event, folks.
Well, it looks like it's going to be Samir and Mike Magnum getting things going the way as Bobby hides in the corner as per usual.
Magnum went right after him. And already dazed. Rydell giving orders to Samir Ahmed.
I'm surprised you can understand what he's saying.
Oh, look at that. Look at that.
Easy clothesline that was. What?
I mean, Rydell has no business being in a ring.
I mean, as you can see, he has no wrestling skill whatsoever.
Forget about wrestling skill. He has a lack of athleticism. And there's the double clothesline. Army strong right there from Mike Magnum.
Mike going for a quick pinfall on Bobby, but Samir with the double axe handle save.
Supernatural right there, the 6 foot, 210-pound former PWR champ.
Crowd getting behind Mike Magnum as you see he developed that double clothesline right there.
Back to live action, Rydell from behind. A couple slaps.
Bobby trying to get a cheap shot on Mike while he has back turn.
But that's all he needed as the suplex by Ahmed.
Look at this, Bobby going for a pin. Oh, look at this, dissension already.
Samir wants that belt. Don't let it fool you just because he's the manager.
Bobby wants to hold, Bobby's gotten a taste of gold now, so he wants to keep that championship belt around his waist.
Here comes Magnum, and Rydell trying to follow him back up. Quick cover, 1-2, and Ahmed made the save. Supernatural.
Well, I don't know if he's saving Bobby or just saving the championship.
I'm not quite sure. That's certainly a very, very good point. You saw Ahmed and Rydell having some words, and Magnum threw him over the top rope, and very, very wisely rolling out was Rydell.
Rydell's going to check on his meal ticket right there. I'll tell you, though, it's going to come down to Mike. I think the way he's going to win the championship is going to be dissension among Ahmed and Bobby on who's getting a pinfall if there is one.
Bobby sucks is the chant here from this crowd.
Well, I mean, that's a matter of opinion on anybody.
I'm wondering whether or not Rydell is even going to get back into this ring.
Well, he's got to if he wants to keep that championship around his waist. Remember, folks, in a triple threat match, a title changes hand when there is a pinfall made. It doesn't matter if it's the champion or not.
Rydell grabbed that belt, and here comes a neck breaker from behind for Magnum, 2 count, and Supernatural able to kick out.
So if Mike pins Samir, that championship gold goes around his waist where it rightfully belongs in the PWR.
Scoop, slam, and Magnum going to go up.
He's going for the air raid. This is usually a leg drop from the top rope.
And here comes Rydell trying to pull him, and he missed the move.
He missed the move because Rydell was antagonizing him and cost him time.
And sliding back in now is Rydell, and he threw that belt right back to Samir Ahmed.
Look at this, he's going to hit.
He's got the belt right now, and I'm not sure what he's doing with it.
He's going to hit Mike Magnum, or attempt to hit Mike Magnum with it.
Rydell holding him, Ahmed, and he hits Rydell.
He hits Rydell.
Rydell might be out right now.
Oh, schoolboy roll up.
1, 2, and he was unable to get 3. Magnum kicked out of the ring. Trying to be sent under.
He's setting him up for the Nile driver.
Rydell still out on his feet.
Rydell out cold after getting wowed with that title belt right in the face.
And I am a little bit surprised. I thought that we were going to see Ahmed try to pin his manager there.
And now the champion is down as Ahmed and power slam right there.
And 2, Magnum kicked out. An opportunity, and Samir Ahmed trying to see if his manager's okay right now.
That's why Samir doesn't go for a pin on Bobby.
I was a little surprised moments ago. I thought he was going to try to throw Magnum out of the ring to free himself up for that pin, but he did not. Instead, he continues to work on Magnum. Nice move there. Going to get a count, 1, 2, and Magnum able to get that shoulder up at 2.5. You look at that replay on that slam right there. Unable to get a 2 count. As we bring you back to live action.
Samir is checking on Bobby after cracking him in the head with that title.
Now a double team effort on Magnum.
They're going for the wishbone. Oh, they pull back the knee. Now, Mike's injured that knee previously in the past, so obviously they're focusing on that knee. Because once an injured knee, always an injured knee, regardless of the recovery.
Ahmed putting pressure, as you see, on that jaw and head.
Bobby trying to get a breather in the corner there.
Hasn't he been doing that most of the match, however?
Yeah, well, that's his style. That's how he usually keeps the belt around his waist, by cheating and taking breathers when he can and letting Ahmed do all the work.
And that's why he's a little weasel.
Oh,
nice move by Ahmed, again, flooring Magnum. 1.5, maybe 2 there. And now Rydell wants to cover him, and he got a 2 count.
Yeah, this is what's going to happen now.
Little bit of dissension between Rydell and Ahmed developing. Despite the fact that Rydell is his manager, you're in this organization for one reason and one reason only, and that's to be champion. It doesn't matter who your manager is. You look at Rydell going to work on Magnum.
Well, see, that's why I think Rydell's going to actually lose the championship tonight, because he's going to have a difference of opinion between him and Ahmed.
Ahmed continuing to work on Magnum. Magnum getting double teamed for the most part during this match. Ahmed again going back to a choke. And here comes Rydell back. And he's going to put that leg right to his face and apply some more pressure. He found an opening and took advantage of it, did Rydell.
Of course.
You'll never see him engage one-on-one, though. Again, taking a cheap shot at Magnum. And now orchestrating the action in the ring.
Oh, that was a search and destroy right there.
1, 2, and Rydell trying to get in there. And now he's going to try to pin his own man. 1, 2, and
wow, that's
Samir Ahmed kicked out. And now it's Magnum again. 1, 2.
What is this, back and forth here as Magnum kicks Rydell on the head and saves the championship.
Saved it momentarily, did he? As you take a look at that sidewalk
Ahmed's on
slam.
the outside and Rydell's still in the ring. Now this is Mike's best chance. Oh no, he got caught. Caught in the rope. Look at this.
Can Magnum finish him right now? That is the question. What's he setting him up
for? A Boston Crab. This is unconventional.
If he sets this one in, he's going to have to tap out.
Bobby's not a wrestler. He ain't going to be able to submit.
Rydell hasn't tapped out yet.
If you notice, Ahmed is still down on the ground.
We could see a title change. That heavyweight championship is very, very close to changing hands. Magnum, Rydell, look at this. Intestinal fortitude. Does he even get to the ropes? Yes, he did. He breaks the hold. Bobby Rydell, you talk about what a weasel he is, but he showed me something there. He broke that hold. He saved his championship.
Yeah, you know what? When it's all about that championship gold, you know, you do whatever it takes. You can't give up on a submission like the Boston Crab. I mean, you can't give up, period. You gotta fight until you can't fight no more.
Ahmed is still out, however. And he is going to have to come to Rydell's rescue if he's going to save his manager's championship.
As you notice that Mike is now taking advantage of having Rydell by himself in that ring.
Magnum going to work. And he is going to look to dishonorably discharge Bobby Rydell in his championship if he can get him set up.
Samir is still down, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, he's setting him up right now for it.
The dishonorable discharge, if he hits it, it's over. Dishonorable discharge.
But Bobby rolled out of the way of it.
Here comes Ahmed, and Ahmed able to throw him out. He's going to try to pin him. We're going to have a new champ. 1, 2, 3. Tag. We have a champ, a new champion. It is Samir Ahmed. He has pinned his manager. The man from Egypt has pinned his manager, Bobby Rydell. He'll go see if he's okay, but the damage has been done. Mike Magnum has been gypped out of a title championship.
Once again, Mike Magnum has gotten gypped of a title here in the PWR. I don't know how many times I've seen this kid get robbed. Once again tonight here at the Brookhaven Balloon Festival, he has gotten robbed as Samir capitalized after Mike hit the dishonorable discharge on Bobby. He went for the pin, throws him out of the way. Look at this. Watch this right now. I think, you know what? Samir was maybe playing coy. You know, he waited for that perfect opportunity. Look at that. Right before Mike could get the pin.
That was extremely smart, and that is going to set up Resurrection, August 16th. I believe Magnum is going to get a shot at Ahmed for that championship.
Oh, he should. He should, hands down.
And there you see in the middle of the ring, the new PWR heavyweight champion. It is the man from Egypt,
Samir.
Supernatural.
What an unbelievable finish here to the Balloon Festival, ladies and gentlemen.
For the crew here at Sports Webcasting Network, I'm Rob Goldenberg for the Puppet Master, August 16th, Resurrection.
We'll see you there.